I tell people don't. No, you gotta get yourself in a world of trouble putting them paws on people and you ain't in the ring. Anyway, Brianna Epperson, Casey's very own 9-year-old boxing ballerina. I tell everybody she got the paws and the pirouettes. Brianna started her ballet career at the age of 5. She started dancing for the Kansas City Ballet at age 6 and debuted her first Kansas City Nutcracker as a baby mouse at the age of 7. Wow, that's awesome. In 2017, Brianna auditioned once again for the Kansas City Nutcracker and this time received the role of, say it for me, Paul Chanel. In the spring of 2018, Brianna received a special invitation to dance at the Kansas City Ballet 60-year anniversary performance. That's awesome.
Yes.
Brianna registered as a boxer with the USA Boxing Organization in February of 2018. However, she's been training with her father, Courtney Epperson, owner of Against the Grain, ATG, since she was a little girl. Brianna had her first 65-pound boxing bout at the A-League Boxing Invitational in Wichita, Kansas on June 16th. I was rooting for you, girl. I really was. I knew you was going to come on with a belt. Where it was a unanimous win. Her current USA title is 1-0. Yes, she is currently training for another upcoming boxing tournament this summer. She also will be auditioning for roles in The Wizard of Oz and The Nutcracker this fall for the Kansas City Ballet. Brianna is a brilliant homeschool student and will be entering the 4th grade this fall. Brianna is pretty fluent in American Sign Language and is able to sign more than 1,000 words. That is awesome. She also plays the piano and is learning to play the guitar. Her parents are extremely proud of her hard work and effort she put in everything she does. So you can follow Brianna's journey as the boxing ballerina. Go to her YouTube page. Or is it your YouTube page, Against the Grain? It's Against the Grain LLC YouTube page, and it's on my page if y'all wanna look on my page and find the information. Cause I mean, this is so amazing. I am so extremely happy. Now to Mr. Demetrius, and I have a funny story about meeting Demetrius because I went to the plaza and they had this workout thing in the center at the fountain. Yes, Mill Creek Park, and they were working out in the center, and I was like, I'm gonna go do this, and I did it, and I was tired and I was hurting, but I kept looking over there at this man training these 2 women, and I was like, are they boxing? But I was so tired, my eyes was all stuff on me. I was like, Lord, I gotta get back in shape. And so my friend came over and he's like, let's walk the track. I'm like, dude, you didn't just see me doing all this working out over here. He said, let's go walk the track. So the closer we got, I said, are they like boxing for real? Or are they just, and he was like, no, they're really boxing. So he was like, go up there and talk to him, Layla Ali. So I went up there and found out you have this amazing program. So I'm going to read Demetrius's bio. He is the co-owner of King Oma's Battleground LLC, along with his business partner and friend Markel King Kells Harris. King Oma's Battleground LLC is a holistic approach towards health and fitness. Gravity is the force or the element meant to pull us to the center of the earth. This is powerful. Humans continually deal with the gravity of life. That often reveals itself in the form of depression, addiction, trauma, and many other normalized dysfunctions. As a pro boxer of 6 years, fitness instructor of 5 years, and public speaker / trauma-informed care of 6 years, you can hire Demetrius King Oma Walker as your trainer and life coach. To schedule appointments, and I'm going to have both of you all call off your businesses again. To schedule appointments, contact King Oma's Battleground, 6833 Prospect, KCMO 64128, or 816-812-4059, www.kingohmavsgravity.com. So we're going to start. I'm going to start with the champ here. So how did it feel getting in there, and how did it feel going to your first match? And
Well, I was nervous at first, and it was it felt good for me because it felt like I was actually doing the real thing, and so it just felt really, really good to do it. I'm really happy.
So were you nervous, or were you fearful at all, or you were just strictly nervous?
Just really strictly nervous.
That's awesome. That's awesome. So when you got in there and saw your competition, how did you feel? Were you like, oh, I got this, or how did you feel?
I felt like I was like um, I felt like it's different because it's different, a little bit different because at sparring you're just practicing,
Mm-hmm.
but in a real thing, it's real.
Yeah.
Um, when I saw her at the weigh-in, I thought it was a little bit challenging, but when I finally got in the ring with her, I realized it's not hard. It's all you gotta do is just win.
Yeah. And you've been training to win. So tell us about your day when it comes to because you're homeschooled, so that allows your dad time to work with you. Tell us about your day. You know what it looks like, how early you get up. Because I see you get up early. Yeah. Tell us
Yeah.
more.
Um, when I work out with my dad, it's pretty cool. We work on different things. Um, offensive drills, defensive drills, counter punching. We work on a lot, but it's pretty cool. Um, yeah.
That is awesome. Now, here's my question. So, has in what? Because you're so pretty. So are you gonna be like Muhammad Ali and not let nobody hit you in your face? You practicing on that one. You making sure they don't get the face right. Okay,
Yes.
okay. Because oh, we have King Kels here. Okay, so we're gonna and King Kels is the co-owner of King Oma's Battleground. Go ahead and introduce yourself, sir.
I'm Markel, aka King Kels. Been knowing Demetrius for about 7 years. We used to work with each other for the health department doing public health together. Good friend. We used to always work out together, so it only made sense we came together and do something like this positive for the community.
And see, y'all got me feeling bad because I like being a fat chicken. I'm sitting at this table with all these in shape people. but I can still run and walk. And I got sons. I can't get too out of shape because I got to be able to put the paws on them, which I don't have to. That's a blessing. Except for that one that came up missing when I see them. But anyway, but so back to what you were saying. How early in the morning do you get up?
Sometimes I get up at 5 or 6 in the morning, or I just wake up at 8, and then we start from there.
Okay. Okay. What's your favorite drill that you do?
Counter punching.
Yeah, that's counter punching. Okay, I'm gonna give you background. This reminds me of me and my daddy because my daddy taught me how to box and he taught me karate and he was a amateur wrestler. And so he taught us how to get out of any hole somebody could put you in. And my mom, he nicknamed me Miss Piggy because Miss Piggy was always dressed up real pretty, but then she get mad and go beat up everybody. So that was me. He never taught me the self control part. So it is so good to see that your dad is teaching you the self control part because I was just like, okay, I'm gonna beat up whoever I don't like, and then as I got older, I stopped that, and I don't know, but I'm just telling y'all the truth. So I'm so excited because also I want to commend because these are dads here with their sons. Demetrius has his two sons here, and I love seeing dads involved with their children. Thank you so much. That's the most important thing. I'm a daddy's girl. My dad's no longer here, but he was the most important thing in my life. I tell people, you don't realize it until he's not here. So appreciate your dad. Now I'm gonna turn over here to the battleground. Tell me, okay, I read your bio, and I did see your pictures of your business going up. Uh, tell me more about what made you all decide to start it. What started you both in boxing, or what's your athletic background that got you to this point?
We have been in violence prevention for over 7 years,
Okay.
and I know that when I ran across trauma informed care, and I was certified as a trauma informed care, um, all those normalized dysfunctions that I found out about, I felt like I understood my life and all the mistakes that I made, and the language that I heard it translated in my mind to gravity. Things meant to
That's
pull me
powerful.
down. Things
That's
meant to get in
powerful.
my way,
Yeah.
and if it were not for boxing, I know that I would be worse off.
Mm.
I would be worse off. And so what I love, my passion, boxing, coupled with that life changing information about trauma informed care, we decided to fuse it together and come up with
That's
King Almost
powerful.
Battleground.
That is powerful. That's really powerful because I tell a lot of people, when you get to real boxing, not just fighting, but real boxing, it's discipline. It's a lot of discipline. And so for you to recognize through trauma informed care, through learning about it, the things that were able to pull you down, if you were already a boxer, you were already pretty disciplined as well. So to recognize, okay, now I see this, now I'm gonna mix this with boxing and help others. That right there, when you said, when I talked to you in the park, because I always feel like, Lyne't, I can't believe you got yourself in this kind of trouble. And when you was like, I can help you, just call me. And I was like, okay. And then life just came at me. But reading your bio when you sent it to me, I was just, at first I was like, oh, it's just boxing. I'll just go blow off some steam. But when I read what you wrote, I said, oh my gosh, yeah, I really do need this. I really do need this. Tell me more about your background and what got you.
Well, well, me, I'm not a professional boxer. I just played ball a lot and always was active in the community. I like messing with kids. I'm the person that if I see him going to lay up the ball, block it, throw it across the street. I just like, for real. And that was kind of my role at our old job, too. I love setting up events. I love messing with kids, even older people. I'm real competitive. So, like I said, ever since I met him, when it comes to working out, we don't say no to each other. If I say let's run, he's not gonna say no. If I say let's get out and do 50 push-ups right now, we're gonna do it. So we just kind of push each other in that direction. So the whole gravity concept, Demetrius came up with that and put that together, and I think that it's dope. And I believe in it. And it's a lot of things that are gonna. It's so many reasons not to go to the gym. So many reasons for her not to get up and box. So it's so many reasons for us to be late to work, but you have to be able to stay focused on your goal, and you got to be able to shake those things off and keep going.
I just want to say that he's definitely the perfect partner for what I was trying to do because not only are we doing physical fitness, but we working on the mind. So we doing
Right.
conflict resolution,
Mm-hmm.
and we doing life skills. We doing trauma informed care, and we bringing in that community health worker training that we are getting. So
I'm gonna take a break, not a break, but I'm gonna say something real quick. Anybody who's Facebook friends with Jock Adam, my son in South Korea, tell him to go watch it on Twitter or YouTube or Instagram because for some reason South Korea is blocking his ability to view it on Facebook. He's never able to view it. So somebody inbox him or put it on his page. Tell him to go view it on YouTube, Instagram, or Twitter. Matter of fact, I didn't even do the call letters. I'm so excited because I got all these boxes up here. You are listening to the great show on KUAW, Knowledge, Understanding, and Wisdom, Kansas City's global community radio station. Oh, I'll pull the mic to you. That's what he's saying. They probably can't hear you. KUAW, Knowledge, Understanding, and Wisdom, Kansas City's global community radio station. You can listen to us on Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, and tuned in by typing in KUAW. We're also on Facebook, KUAW-LPFM 985. Email us KUAW985@gmail.com. Please call in. Please have questions for them. 816-599-6893. Our website is KUAW.org. Now, I'm going to talk to Courtney for a little bit here for Against the Grain. Tell me more. I didn't even know you were a boxer. Me and Courtney went to we Falcons. This is Van Horn right here, Van Horn and a half. But tell me more about Against the Grain and when did you start boxing and everything? I know you played football. When did you start boxing?
I had a brief stint with boxing. I really didn't get back into it until after high school when I was able to get to the end of myself. Coming up as a youth.
Yeah, put the mic in your mouth because your voice is so deep it's not carrying.
Coming up as a youth, didn't really have male figures to influence that kind of sport, as far as consistency is concerned.
Right.
So I would show up to a gym and wouldn't go back another month. So I just stopped. And once, like I said, when I graduated high school, I even got into karate as well. Studied under another guy that we went to school with, Tony Thornton.
Okay, yeah.
Remember
Yeah,
Tony?
I remember Tony.
So we studied under Tony Thornton.
Wow.
Me and my oldest son. Yep.
That's awesome. So and so you just were consistent from there. And so now Against the Grain, tell us more about Against the Grain.
That is it's more of a mindset and the name of my company as well. pretty much what he was saying. My man was saying that, have found a reason to get up in the morning and be better than we were yesterday. And it's so often that we find so many excuses not to do so. Everything is an excuse.
You're right.
We're so distracted anymore, our society, about the smallest things.
Yeah.
So that was the name. That was the reason for the name of the company. We went against the grain with all this. So
that's awesome. I don't know if y'all noticed this, but and this is one of the reasons. Oh, I'll let Mr. Walker read this comment after I make this. This is one of the reasons why I love boxing, because boxing is discipline. It's the people who are boxers are very disciplined, and they have to train their mindset to do something that their body doesn't want to do. I had a friend who started boxing, and by his second or third day training, he was like, "Oh God, I was throwing up after every practice." He was like, "I don't want to do it," but you have to, like you said, go against the grain. You have to get yourself above the gravity, make yourself anti-gravity, because he kept going back, and eventually that body went from 3 spare tires to a 12-pack. And so that lets me know that it takes a lot of discipline to be a boxer. Go ahead, Mr. Walker.
I was just going to say you had a comment from Charles Johnson. He says he's just tuning in, so could you reintroduce your panel?
Okay, we're going to let our panel reintroduce themselves. Y'all just don't know that. That makes me proud. I'm sitting here with the me I wanted to be as a little girl. Introduce yourself again.
I'm Brianna LaJoy Epperson. I'm 9 years old, and I've been boxing since forever.
And don't forget your title.
I'm the boxing ballerina.
And she is the 1-0 champ of which
the Ringside World Championship.
Ringside 65 pounds? Is that what?
Yes.
Okay. And then this is her dad. Go ahead and announce yourself.
Courtney Epperson, CEO and founder of Against the Grain, LLC.
That's her dad and trainer. And we have here
Markel Harris, King Carol's, co-owner of King Almost Battleground.
Demetrius Walker, co-owner of King Almost Battleground.
All righty. And today, hold on. They want to see the belt. I'm going to let her hold up the belt because she earned it. Look at me grabbing her belt like I earned it. And you can stand up so they can see you. And this is her belt that she earned, y'all. She put the paws down. In order to win this belt. I am so excited. I'm telling y'all, I'm starstruck on this one because I've been watching her since her dad and her little brother boxes too. And you go ahead and have your seat back, Mom. And we'll set it up like this so people can see it. Just set it up right here on the table. So y'all, there we go. That's perfect. I don't want to cover her up. There you go. But God bless you. But I've been watching him train her, and I would like when he put the videos up, I'm like, yes, and I'm always sharing them because I'm super excited because it reminds me of me and my dad. And my dad would just people probably take it as abuse now, but my daddy was a real gentleman, but he just walk put us in a headlock, or he would be like, okay, and we would have to get out of it, and he would wrestle us, and he was like, how do you get out of this? I'm not letting you go. He wouldn't take one time I broke down crying. He was like, there's a way out of this, and I done taught you. And so I love the fact that you are teaching your daughter she's got something, and she's a ballerina as well. So like I always say, she's a boxing ballerina. She got the power and pirouettes, y'all. So she's an accomplished ballerina. On top of that, she's just not a ballerina. But I love the fact that he's teaching his daughter skills to defend herself. That's number one. But then it comes with the way he's training her. He's training her to be a boxer. So now she's going to have the discipline of it. And I will not say that my dad did not try to train me to be disciplined, because I'm the only one in my family that didn't go in law enforcement because I don't have that kind of discipline. And that's a very disciplined field. I watched a man get up in my sister's face, and she was just this stone face, and she reached out to me and said, I got this, because she already knew. I was like, no, take my stuff. He wants to do this, we can do this. And she was like, no, I got this. Just get in your car. But I was back to saying that boxing is incredibly disciplined. I mean, I know you all get up early in the morning to do what you do. When you train people, you have to make sure that you still keep yourself trained. because you can't just sit up there like some of our high school coaches and be like, run and go do this, and they can't do anything that they see us do. You all have to stay with the ability to work out with the people. You all have to keep mentally. How do you do it? I mean, I know y'all said that it's got to be a secret there, because for like somebody like me, I love to eat. So I love to eat. And my thing is, I have 3 sons, so my day is from, I go to bed at probably 1 o'clock in the morning, hop back up at 5 and start running my day. And I work and I sell insurance and do hair and drive trucks and all of that. So my thing, yeah, okay. But I mean, mentally, when it comes to working out, I just go, I'm so tired. So that's what I'm saying is,
I was talking to a soldier in our army today during one of our sessions, and I said it's a secret to many people, but because it sounds backwards, but they say, Demetrius, I don't have a lot of energy. I don't know where my energy is. I say, well, you got to exhort energy. You got to exhaust your energy in order to have it. You gotta use it in order to have it. You know,
right.
And every time you reach that ceiling, it becomes harder and harder to reach that ceiling the next time. So you can do more. You can do more. You can do more every time you go out. So it's consistency and discipline, like you're saying. We got to do it over and over and over until what is uncomfortable to us becomes very comfortable to us.
That makes a lot of sense. Is this your wife that just walked in?
This is my girlfriend and this is my daughter.
Well, I'm gonna let you shout them out because I gotta let you shout out Miss Emily. So go on.
Well, this is my daughter Raquel and this is my girlfriend Raimi.
Nice to meet y'all. They just came in the studio, and you go ahead and shout out your fiance and your son.
Shout out to Emily Brazil and Joshua Davis and Levi Davis. That's my family.
All righty. Y'all know this is a family affair. These are dads. You got anybody you want to shout out?
Besides you? Shout out my sons, Cameron Walker and Xavier Walker over at Sleepy.
He don't want to be here. He want to be at home laying down. He said he's not. I can't get my sons to come to the studio unless it was Sebastian's birthday. So, and these are my kids, so I understand. So, Brianna.
I wanted to ask her a question. So me and I started a basketball team for my daughter maybe last year or something, and she quit the first day. She said it was too much sweating. She said I was doing too much hollering. I want you to listen up. Too much hollering, just too much organization, I guess. And I wanted to know from you what it felt like the first day you went to go start boxing or running or training, or you knew you was gonna do it. The first time you got sweaty and the first time you got irritated. I want to know what made you stick with it.
My dad and my coach, they pushed me to go harder. My teammates, they helped me, push me. What helped me keep going forward is because if you quit, you're never going to be able to learn how to do it. But if you keep going, you're going to be able to get used to it, and it's going to become easier and easier and easier. Hard days, you can learn from the hard days. You can make them easier. Say somebody had a hard day, and then they watch the tape, and they say, I did this wrong, I did this wrong. They fix that. It's a whole lot better.
Yeah.
Take sparring sessions.
Yeah.
Bad days in the gym, allow for her to see what she did and do right. Like her heart, we got days where she don't want to work, or work as hard as she did before. So what I tell her is, if you quit now, you're gonna always look back later and say, what if I didn't quit? So let's not have that question. Go ahead and go to work.
Yeah.
So.
That's awesome. That is awesome. So now that's a good question to ask, because me as a girl, as a young girl, I had that same thing. I didn't have the quit in me. I didn't know when to stop. And so that is one thing. And maybe she don't like basketball, because I didn't like basketball till high school, and then played high school and got with Coach Price, and he drove us and drove us, wouldn't let us quit. We was only 5 people on the basketball team, and we ran the whole game. And you would think you were gonna die because you could not sub out anybody, but you actually accomplished it. So maybe it's something else that you might want to put her in.
Right.
Find her niche, and that's the truth. So, what's your favorite subject in school?
Bible.
Awesome. All righty. See, she's a girl after my own heart. I've read the Bible like literally probably like 20 times. I read it like a novel. So I'll be like, oh my gosh, this is good. Woo, this is good. So and I tell people always say, oh, when I read the Bible, it's boring. I read it like a novel. It's fun to me. So that is awesome. So, gentlemen, what were your sports when you were younger? For those who think that they're not interested in boxing, give us background history on your sports when you were younger, men from little all the way up to when you took up boxing.
Well, I played a lot of soccer.
Oh, wow.
Believe it or not. I spent a lot of time on the east side of Kansas City, and we were kicking balls and playing soccer.
Wow.
And that's where, and being over there with the Hispanic crowd, there's a lot of boxing. And the gloves came out regularly as if it were a basketball.
Wow.
And so what I noticed is, I hate to compare times because, I do a lot of community work, but I think we didn't get in our feelings. We didn't hold as many grudges because fighting was so regular.
Yeah, you can get it out.
And it's just like, I lost, I won, I lost, I won, I lost, I won. Oh, well, I can fight him again.
Right, I'll go back and fight you again.
And so because we kind of made that easier or a norm, it wasn't a big deal like it is today. People, they get so humiliated by what they see as a loss, they go shoot up at school.
Or they'll get, or like you said, not even just humiliated, they're intimidated because they don't think that they're going to win. And so they'll go get a gun. Exactly. And I've told people, I have seen a guy who was probably 90 pounds soaking wet with boots on, barely 5'3", knocked out a big old 6-foot guy. And somebody who anybody else would have pulled out a gun and shot this dude, and he just ran up on him and laid him out. And I was like, okay, so I'm gonna stop this now. Y'all, you stop and you let him recover. But we don't, unfortunately, and that was rare to see amongst the young kids nowadays. Because normally you see a dude running, holding his hands, running towards the crowd, get ready to shoot the crowd back. Like you said, and that was one of the things that I will say back when we were growing up. You get mad at somebody, you fight them. You keep fighting them until you satisfied that either you're going to lose every time or you got your win-loss record the way you wanted it. I was one of them girls, I used to fight the boys. So it was like, because the neighborhood I grew up in, the boys didn't care about hitting girls. Now they do. Now that's a good thing. You don't find as many boys to get girls anymore. But the neighborhood I grew up in, my first fight was like with a 6th grade boy, and I was in 1st grade. So you have to learn how to, but I agree with you on being able, because there's a school in Kansas City called the Plaza Academy, and the Plaza Academy has a boxing ring. And when the kids get into it, or if they get frustrated, or they're any kind of that, the man who runs the Plaza Academy, I forgot his name, but he was a Marine and he was also a boxer. And so when the kids want to get frustrated at each other, go in there, strap them up, put on your headgear, go to war. And then when you're done, when they come out, they good. And if you're going to do it again, you're going to go in there and you're going to keep boxing each other until y'all going to get sick of somebody getting beat up or somebody gets up. But it's never spills over. That's the only school that my oldest son went to that he did not have to fight, because they were disciplined with the art of boxing. And it wasn't just, it wasn't just going in and throwing hands and fighting. You had to use the rules of boxing. We're going to go to break real quick for a couple of minutes, and we'll be back with my favorite boxing sports show. I'm excited, y'all. This is the Lyne't Gray Show. See you in a couple of minutes. And we're back. Thank y'all for watching the Lyne't Show. Mr. Walker, I'm going to go ahead and have you read those comments.
All right. We got comments from Emily Brazil.
That's that's boxing ballerina mom.
Yeah, she says, "Hi, Brianna. The champ is here." Also, of course, you get that's my baby out there. So yeah, she's on. And also got a comment from a Thai food panda. Says, great to see two young folks into something positive. You gain so much through organized sports, especially boxing and or any style of fighting. The mindset to start or engage in any type of trouble is diminished, so it cuts down unnecessary craziness. Plus, you are in a great, healthy state of mind and body. Your mother, Ms. Brazil, also said she hears you, Daddy. So yeah, we're talking. Forrest Tyson came in and says, we were taught to bob and weave, not cock and shoot.
Absolutely.
And Old School says this is a powerful show.
Thank you so much. I thank y'all for y'all comments. Please invite other people to watch the show. So we're going to get back. We're going to go with King Kels. What sports did you play growing up from young boy to boxing?
Well, it was enough young kids in my neighborhood for us to play 5-on-5, 6-on-6, everything. So we played basketball, we played football in the middle of the street, 2-hand touch, tackle. We used to skate from like Central all the way to Cool Crest. We played baseball. Everything.
Wow, you said y'all skated. Boy, when we was young, we could do all kinds of stuff. You right? Go ahead.
Yeah, roller skates, roller blades, both of them. So we just used to, sometimes we just take a long walk, get lost on the metro. We used to do all kinds of stuff together. So when y'all, it's crazy because we do want our kids to be able to not run to the gun. And back in the day, you can fight your friend and it'll be okay, right?
Mm-hmm. And still be best
but I think something that's missing is these parents knew each other. Like I would fight the dudes down the street all the time. They used to try to pick on me, but my grandmother and their mother worked together.
Right. So they'd be like,
So when it's families in and out the neighborhood and people don't know each other, and I was watching Hidden Colors, and he was talking. It was a dude on there. He was talking about you should get to know your friends' friends. You should raise them like they're yours.
Mm-hmm.
So now if me and you don't know each other, and my kid fight your kid, and now it's
friction.
Yeah, now I'm calling people because I don't know who y'all are. I seen that you was at the fight, so I think you trying to jump on my kid. Versus if we know each other, we can whoop both of them. Or we can make them fight till they don't want to fight no more. But if we don't know our community and we got this, we shutting the minds, and we don't know the person to stay 2 blocks down, they'll never go back to this fight and just shaking hands after that because we don't even know each other.
You're absolutely right. That's powerful. We're going to come back to that. Go ahead, Courtney, and tell me what sports you played from young.
Believe it or not, my first sport was baseball.
Wow.
Yeah. Coming up in the T-ball mini circle.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I remember mini circle. Wow.
From there, went to playing, like sandlot football and stuff. Realizing that at this point I had a talent. I was fat.
Yeah.
So went to football, track, played basketball. I wasn't the best basketball player. Football is my sport. I love football.
Yeah.
Love football. Boxing is number one, but I love football.
So if I'm not mistaken, didn't you go to college for football? You didn't get a scholarship?
I got a scholarship.
But you didn't use it?
Didn't use it.
Oh. Okay. And so that's one of the things that I tell a lot of people is that our kids are missing out on a lot of athletic scholarships too. I didn't know that they had scholarships until my daughter was getting ready to go to college. Started looking up all the scholarships. They have like a sport called pickleball, the number 2 sport in the nation. Never heard of pickleball. And you can get all of your college paid for pickleball. It's kind of like, what's that? Table tennis. Yeah.
They got a place down off of Armor Road, north of the city. It's called Chicken and Pickle.
Chicken and Pickle. Okay.
You play
oh, so they play pickleball? Yeah. I thought they had some kind of restaurant. Okay. And you play. Okay. So you playing pickleball? I thought it was like chicken and you get some pickles with chicken. But I mean, hey, you see a pickle? Who knew? But that's the one thing I didn't know that. You could actually get college scholarships for boxing.
Yeah.
I happened to be looking up scholarships for my daughter for cheering, and I typed in athletic scholarships NCAA, and I was like, oh, they have boxing in college. I could have went to college. I mean, if somebody would have trained me, I think I would have been a pretty good fighter. And I was like, wow, it was amazing to see that they actually offer college scholarships for boxing. You can go to school. So if, like I said, there's pickleball scholarships. If your children have an interest in athletics, if they don't have an interest in athletics, make them have an interest in athletics. I'm just that kind of parent. I just like, you're not going to die of Doritos. I'm sorry. Your mom might be a fat chick. I earned my fat chick. I was not a fat chick growing up. Everybody who knows me knows that. And I was very athletic, and I tell them that all the time. And like you said, the one thing that's missing, I think, not the one thing that also allowed us to do a lot of sports in school was that you had the older people who would watch you get off the bus. And so your mom was comfortable in knowing that if you were out late on a late activity bus, another thing, they cut out late activity buses. Right. So the parents have to drop the kids off at the activities or whatever. They cut out the late activity buses. So, the community as a whole, we need to figure out a way. I always say this. People get mad at me, and you hear people talk about gentrification. Mm-hmm. You cannot gentrify a neighborhood that all the homeowners are still there. Right. It's impossible. You can't. The only way you can gentrify that neighborhood is to go in and do eminent domain. By the time you get done doing eminent domain, everybody's going to know you're doing it. And you can get the neighborhood can get attorneys to build up together to stop it. But we have a thing where even if homeowners own the homes that their parents have left them, they move out, they put just any old renter in there instead of putting renters who want to stay, things of that nature. So it does diminish, and it does cause. I'm asking parents to reach out to King Ohama's Battleground and AT, because we need to get some of these boys, and I have a saying, and I don't, they're soft as peed on toilet paper. Because these boys need to learn how to throw these hands and quit pulling guns. I'm sorry. If you at least, I have a friend, and he said, my son's dad, my best friend, he said he was real tough. And so he beat up this one guy really, really bad. He said this guy went and got boxing lessons. I fall out of my chair every time he tells me this story. He said he beat that boy up so bad, and they were younger. This boy went and got boxing lessons, so he said he's squaring up. He said the dude hit him. He like, wait a minute. Hold on, that hurt. And so he said the dude, he said, I ain't gonna lie, I lost that fight. He said, I knew when I came back next time, I'm gonna have to really try to put a hurting on him. But like you said, it was, we gonna keep fighting. And then he said he would get his little brother, and they go beat up him and his brothers. And then the boy and his brothers come jump on him. And it was never no guns pulled. It was never, they were able to beat up each other. And then I think now, and like I said, what I saw with Plaza Academy, and Plaza Academy deals with kids who are supposed to be, Plaza Academy is considered an alternative school. But it's mighty funny that it's an alternative school, and you do not go in there and hear a kid throwing a desk, cussing nobody out, talking crazy, all the stuff that they deem they are loyal, they are leaders. He turns them into leaders, and that's what really made me respect boxing. Is seeing.
I'm wondering why no one knows about this school. I've never heard of this.
You know what? The reason why is because he does not get support. It used to be next to Kelly's on Westport. It was like Kelly's, and then the pizza place, and then Plaza Academy. Now they're on Broadway because the developers bought his building. But you walk in there, and he has every type of exotic animal in there. Bunch of them behind glass cases. He has a boxing gym. I'm going to talk more about Plaza Academy. I'll probably have them on here. But they are an alternative school for students who are supposed to be problem students in school. He gets them. His kids, literally, these are problem kids who've been kicked out of their schools. They leave for lunch like they are grown folks and go eat on Westport and come back when they're supposed to. They don't go stealing out stores. They don't go rob it. They go to lunch like grown folks and come back like they're supposed to. And they love going to school every day. And he has, and I will reach out to him, and I'll probably bring you all back on when I get him on the show. Yeah. Because, I mean, And oftentimes the parents have to come out of pocket, but he has programs where the kids can volunteer and cut down on the cost or whatever. But it showed me when I walked in there, and one of the boys, I observed him at my son's school, terrorized the school. I observed this boy, and I was like, "Give me 5 minutes with him. I promise you, he won't act like that." Just people used to send their kids to my house boot camp. Be like, "Oh, your kid acting a fool? Come on!" They be like, "Oh, I'm going to Auntie Day's house." Yeah, you are, baby. Because I get down old school style. So, but I observed this boy, and he was a terror. And then I watched him at Plaza Academy, and he's a completely different. He's sitting in class like y'all sitting there now. He's listening. It's like, I'm like, what's the difference? But it's the mindset that the man approaches the kids with the discipline of boxing, with things, and he develops their intelligence to a level that they come in not being able to read, and in a year he gets them up to par. So that's the reason why I respect boxing so much, and that's why I keep saying it's discipline. It's a discipline sport. I appreciate the fact that I see a little girl who is like, y'all don't know. Every time he put up her videos, and then he was like, she had a rough day. I was like, oh, come on, baby, you ready to go fight? You can't have no rough day. But we have to have our rough days, and we have to see our rough days. And that's the amazing thing, to be able to look at your rough days and play them back and say, okay, I'm not going to do this. That's the most amazing thing. I admire you, because most little girls won't do it. Most little girls will not do it. They're too afraid to get their face messed up. Go ahead, what you have to say, Mom?
And I agree with you that some girls, they won't even do it because they don't want their faces mixed up, or they don't want themselves to get hurt.
Mm-hmm.
But in boxing, you end up getting hurt because you're trying to fight for your life. So if you're trying to fight for your life, why even care about that? Because now, like, if a girl is fighting for her life, she can't just stop and quit and let them take her. You know,
right.
She has to fight for her life, and she has to do it. But if she's just going to quit, what can she do? Nothing.
That is powerful. She just said something that my dad taught us when he was teaching us how to fight and everything. And he used to say, you fight and you make them take you. He said, you don't commit suicide. And he used to always call that suicide if you allow someone to overtake you. He said, when you give up, you just committed suicide. He said, you make them. If they're going to do something to you, make them kill you. You know, when you get done with them, everybody's gonna know that's who did it, because you all messed up when they all messed up when you done. So that, I mean, I love the fact that she said that you're putting that in her. You gotta fight. I mean, because we live in a world that does not respect women. Let's just get it plain and simple. That does not respect women, and our young girls need to be equipped. And I tell people, I do believe that. My best friend, he called me battle tested, because he was like, he likes to wrestle, whatever. He's a big old guy, he likes to wrestle, and he picked me up and slammed me, and I hopped back up. He was like, he said, now wait a minute, that was a real slam right there. He said, you battle tested. I said, dude, I ain't new to this. I'm true to this. I've been doing this since I was 3 or 4 years old. But it's I love that this is a program that not only focuses, because when I saw King Ohama's Battleground, you were trained, King Oma's, I keep saying Ohama, King Oma's Battleground, you were training 2 women. So it wasn't like he's just focused on men for his program. He was actually training 2 women. 816-599-6893. Do we have any more comments, Mr. Walker?
Yes, you got a couple. Charles Johnson said this sounds like another show in the future.
It is.
And Glenda Fuller said, didn't the Plaza Academy move into the old Kaufman building?
The Kaufman building where? Glenda, type in there where the Kaufman building.
Yeah, you had to know where the old Kaufman.
Yeah, I had to know where the old Kaufman building was, because I know that I thought Plaza Academy moved on to 30-something Broadway, 30-something or 40-something Broadway. They were at 4033 Pennsylvania. And then I drove by 30-something Broadway, and I swore down I saw the Plaza Academy there.
Also, Forrest Tyson came and said at the new Kemper Arena, the Hy-Vee Arena, the first tournament is going to be pickleball.
Yes, it is. And Mr. Steve Fouch told me that is, he's the one who told me that that's like the number one, number two sport in the nation. And that's something I will put you guys in contact with Mr. Fouch. So you can look at getting your programs in there, and I'll do it in an email or whatever, individual email, so you all can talk to him, because he's looking to bring people who are professionals in. His goal is to give the children access to athletics and activities that they normally would not have. He's trying to make Kansas City the mecca of youth sports. And so in this, I mean, I was in the offices and meeting some of the people who he's working with right now, and they're opening, I think he said they're opening in September. So we definitely have to get you all. She said off of Westport Road. Yep. So if that's they moved over. They're right off of Broadway, off of Westport Road, so that's where Plaza Academy is. We're definitely going to have another show. Forrest, you're absolutely right. Ronald McMillan said the laws now allow guns to flood our community, which you're right. Okay, so that's everything. She said behind the 816 Hotel. That's on West. Oh, they moved over there? Okay. Well, I will definitely, because I mean, this right here, this y'all don't know. I couldn't even sleep. I was so happy about this show. I was happy about my son, and then I was like, okay, I really need to. This show was so exciting to me, and I was telling everybody at work, I'm like, look, I'm about to have a boxing ballerina on my show, and they're like, who is she? Let me show you who she is. Because I mean, it's my sister. My sister was she was the ballet and the boxer, and I like tap, but I mean, I love the fact that she has an I can do attitude. My dad used to always tell us, my mom would be like, don't have them doing that, they girls. Or that's too heavy. My dad would look at me and my sister say, no such thing as too heavy, pick it up. You know, and I tell people now that I'm grown and I'm driven for Home Depot, I'm like, dang, he had me carrying drywall at 7, a whole thing of drywall by myself. And I'm like, that was heavy. But because I've had to do it now as an adult, but I'm like, wow, he would teach us no such thing as heavy. He would teach us we could not say the word can't. Can't, cannot. He was like, the universe does not know negatives. So you cannot do. He would say no negatives. The universe said no negative. So if you're saying can't, you're saying you can't do it, because the universe is not no negatives. And so he would not allow us. And I see you do that with her when I remember watching one video and she gave you the look of death. She gave you the look of death, like I'm not feeling it. But I mean, you were pushing her, and he was pushing you past your limit for that day, you know, because you got even better. And I appreciate that. I appreciate seeing, because he said when I asked him on Mill Creek Park, I was like, okay, so I said, what y'all getting ready to go do now? He said, we getting ready to go run. I said, oh, no. So he didn't work these women out, y'all. And then he said, oh yeah, we getting ready to go run. I was like, oh yeah, he gonna have to take fat chicken steps, because he'll be like 911 because she can pass out.
Now that I'm older, I feel like I missed my calling with running. I think maybe I was designed to be a runner.
You know what? You probably were, because you played soccer too. You know, soccer got some breath, and my son, my 20-year-old, he could play soccer, and you got to have that breath. And that boy was a running. He ran. Yeah, he ran 1,600. He did a race, and they still have it on tape for Kansas City School District, where he did the 1,600, 3,200, and the 100-meter dash, all in one race, and was still standing up eating Takis and talking to people and laughing and joking. And his coach was mad and cussing. He's like, see what I mean? He don't give us all. He should be passed out right now. He still got all his energy. So I do believe that, yeah, and I believe any boxer that's running in somewhere in y'all, because y'all do a lot of running, a lot of bouncing around toes and staying on your feet. So we are at 8:52, and I want you all to go ahead. You have some more questions?
No, just got, well, I say no and then read. We have one more. Charles Johnson says, a beautiful show, sister, and I'd like to thank your panel. Keep up the good work. God bless.
Thank you, Charles. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
And we're gonna start with Courtney. I'm gonna have you tell us about your business. Please give all the information to reach you.
Okay. You can reach me at Against the Grain LLC, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube by the same name.
Okay.
Just type it in. My company logo should pop up.
Okay. And this company logo is ATG. You should see it on my page.
Red T in the middle.
All righty. And go ahead, either one of y'all, whoever wants to do it.
Well, I'm King Goma, and this is King Goma's Battleground. My co-worker, King Kels. King Goma's Battleground is at 6833 Prospect. Our concept is King Goma's war against gravity. We want you to rise up and resist and defy all the things meant to pull you down. I'm talking about depression. I'm talking about overeating. I'm talking about all the normalized dysfunctions. We want you to punch with us. We want you to jog with us. We want you to run with us. We want you to get over all the things hindering your progress. So come and join up with us. You can contact us on Facebook, on Instagram, and especially at King Oma versus Gravity.com. King Oma BS for
Spell it out.
KINGOHMABSGRAVITY.com.
All right.
And Facebook, King O's Battleground. Just to make it, a little more simple. We got Facebook and it's King O's Battleground.
Okay.
And when we make the Instagram and Twitter, it'll be the same thing. So
That is awesome.
Yeah.
And we're gonna let the champ take us out. Tell us who you are. Tell us when is your next fight. Do you know when your next fight is?
No. But I am Brianna LeJay. It's sometime around next month.
Okay.
Brianna LeJay Epperson. I'm 9 years old, and I'm a boxing ballerina.
All righty, y'all. I am so excited. I am like starstruck. Y'all don't realize. I mean, this just having her here makes me so happy. As a former young lady who was not afraid to throw the pause. So, and I will be coming to King Oma's Battleground because I when you talk about the gravity, it that's why when you sent it to me, I put wow because it spoke to me because Shay Moore from KPRS, I went to one of her functions and she said something. She said sometimes we think we've cleaned up all of the mess that we've been through in our life and we think we're changed and we cleaned it out. She said, and you've taken the trash out the trash can and you've thrown the trash in the dumpster. She said, but you forgot to spray out and clean out the bottom of that can. And that can come up and stink worse than anything else. So that's what I'm dealing with right now, y'all. So y'all pray for us, sister, that I get out of all this trouble. Keep your paws to yourself. Don't let nobody take you out of your keep your power. Don't give anybody your power. If anybody wants to get you upset, you just walk away because you know what you can do to them. So anyway, this is Lyne't Gray with the Lyne't Gray Show. I thank y'all for watching. Do you guys Soul Revival song? Because I didn't play it today. We have a couple of extra minutes, and we're gonna go out with Soul Revival. My son Desmond Mason and his R&B duo partner. I cannot say Derek's last name. I'm sorry, Derek. I love you. And it's gonna be Soul Revival featuring Church Boy, Chocolate Love. God bless y'all. I will see y'all next Tuesday at 8.